So welcome to the Monday morning meeting. Yeah, there's old Ed Zicada here in the house too. Monday morning meeting here on the first Monday in November 2020. You guys, welcome to the calendar month of November. Hopefully everybody remembered to fall back on their clocks when they woke up yesterday morning, if they didn't do it before bed on Saturday night. And yeah, we are actually a little bit over halfway done with the sales month of November, which we'll discuss here in just a minute. So welcome to the Monday morning meeting. I'm your host, Van Davenport, and I'm excited to be here where the opportunity is right now. That's exactly right, guys. So let's hop on in and do some good news, guys. You're going to notice this is going to be a little bit more abbreviated than normal. We're not going to have the top 3 or 4 or 5 people from every single category speak. So don't feel left out. We're just trying to trim it back down closer to 30 minutes, as sometimes, us salespeople, we can get a little long in the tooth. When we start meatballing, things can get a little bit long, and sometimes it's good to kind of reel it back in. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that today. But one thing we're not going to shirk on is our top direct recruiters, because that is the lifeblood of our business, guys. Remember to share the dream. Hopefully all of you have put a big fat R on your hand. Don't do it in silver, do it in red or black. And that way, when you look down on your hand and you see that R, it just reminds you to recruit and to open up your mouth and tell people about the great opportunity we have. If you're brand new in this business, go ahead and get started recruiting yesterday. There is it's never too early. You never know. I tell you, it's a hollow and it's a bummer of a feeling when you wait to call somebody and then you finally get around to it, and then they tell you, "Oh, I wish you'd called me last month. I just accepted a new job with ... It's like, worst time in the world to recruit. So talk to them as early and often as possible. But these folks last week, we had 14 individuals last week that had at least one recruit, and Todd Stiles was one of them up there at the very top. We're so proud of him. Let's see here. We had C.J. Clark. We had Toy Bellamy. We had Greg Pendleton, Harry Huntley. Great job, Harry. Matt Wagner. Where is Matt? Send that guy a text. Get his butt in here. Ken Duggins, making it happen. And Trish Dale also, which she has got a new last name. It's Trish Mosier. So that is Trish's new last name. She is now a married woman, and that is awesome sauce. So very good. Congratulations, guys. Moving up to multiple people that you talk to. Josiah Carr with 2 direct recruits. Brian Glazinski with 2 direct recruits. Actually had a chance to speak with one of them, and the other one we are scheduled to talk today. So that's pretty exciting. Guys, on that note, be sure when you're with a good person, call your agency owner. If they're able to on the spot, call them. If they're not, then be sure to gather their information. Make sure it's okay that your agency owner reach out to them and get them that number, okay? Just throwing up that, hey, you spoke to somebody without doing something with it. We've gotten in the habit now. Now it's practice time's over. We're actually going to get those folks in front of someone and start moving it on down the line. With 3+, Kyle Schneider had 3. Yours truly, I had 3. And then Zach Tolbert and Todd Stiles leading from the front down in ILM with 4. Would love to have the top person on this call speak about this just for a minute. So that's Todd Stiles. Todd, we can see your left cheek. Tell us, man, what's gotten into you? That's more direct recruits than you've had in a while, man. What's your thought process on that, and who are you talking to?
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Sorry, we're doing this a different way. It's kind of weird in the office today, but man. So we actually had a contest going on, and we got till the end of the day today to pick up 5 for the week at a minimum, and we're just going to keep doing it. So we're trying to get as many direct recruits and talk to as many people about this job and send out career spotlight. So we basically we're out in the field and made that a very, very strong focus this week, and we're going to continue to do so.
Excellent. Absolutely. That sounds like a contest worth having every single week of the year. That's awesome. Please continue. Those numbers will definitely yield results very quickly. That's awesome. Referrals, guys. We lift everybody up and recognize everybody that has double digits in referrals. Guys, if your name's not on this list, that means you're averaging less than 2 referrals per day. 2 a day is 10 in a 5-day work week. So if you're getting less than 2 a day, I would encourage you, go back and look through your notes from Kate Wright's referral selling course. If you haven't taken the course and your name's not on here, you are missing out on hundreds, if not thousands of dollars pretty much every week. So it is katewright.com/referral-selling-course. I would encourage you to take that course. And guys, if you took it before and your name's not on here, it just means that it works so well you quit doing it. So I would encourage you, you've already paid for it, go back and retake the course, or at least review your notes on that, and make referrals something that you're getting 15, 20, 30, 40, even 50 plus per week. Remember last, I believe it was Wednesday, George Zimney, one of the first things he said was get 100 referrals between last Wednesday and Founders. So you had 5 days, you got 7 more. And so it looks like some of us got started on that, but even CJ Clark and Toy have 78 more to go to get to 100. So obviously that's a number that he fully believes agents should be picking up. Hey, you got 2 weeks, you should be able to get 100 referrals, right? If you're doing it the right way and if you're remembering to ask. So hopefully that R for recruiting can also double as a reminder to ask for and get referrals too. But last week we had Washington with 14. I know Rob McLean, he's not on here because he doesn't always post it, but Rob is typically up between 40 and 60 referrals every week. He gets about anywhere between 4 to 12 pretty much per demonstration. And Rachel and Todd both sell 100% of their business referral. And they actually both sell 100% of their business over Zoom. It's just a business model that works for them very well, given their skill level. But awesome job. 14 referrals for Rachel last week. Greg Pendleton at 15, tied for the number 3 spot with 16 is Chelsea Ulrich and Sebastian Giraldo. So Sebastian's brand new to our business and already in the number 3 spot on referrals. That shows me you don't have to be around here years and years to learn how to get referrals. It's just making the habit and asking. And we got a two-way spot for two-way tie for first place. Toy Bellamy with 22 and CJ Clark with 22. And I'll save some time and tell you exactly what Toy would say if I asked him to speak. He would say, will you give them the opportunity to tell me no? It's a real simple question to ask people, but when you're asking for referrals and they say, I really want to check with them first. Well, hey, would you just give them the opportunity to tell me no, just like you had that opportunity? And telling people how you got there. If you were referred to somebody and then referred to someone that referred you to them, tell them how you got there with that referral string and let them know that they're next, that we keep that string going. We go calling people that we're referred to. It works as long as you do it, guys. Moving on to hours, we recognize folks that are up over 40 hours, unless it's someone that was in Sales Academy on Monday and Tuesday, which I guess technically we could just add 10 hours in for Monday and 10 hours for Tuesday, and you'd have Johnny and Caitlin both up over 50 and 60 hours. But everyone that's in the field 40 plus hours. But last week, Johnny McGee got out of Sales Academy on Tuesday night and promptly went to the field Wednesday with Brian Bigelow-Glazinski. And on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, put in 31.5 hours. That's an average of 10.5 hours per day. That kind of activity will get results. Great job, Johnny. Speaking of in Sales Academy last week, Johnny's Sales Academy partner, Caitlin Roberts, was in the field 45 and a quarter hours after Tuesday. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And unless she worked 15 hours a day each of those days, I'm guessing she put in some weekend time too, Kyle. Is that pretty accurate?
Yes.
All right.
He was out selling policies till 11 p.m. last night.
Right on. So guys, if your name's not on here for 40 hours and you had all 7 days of the week and couldn't get 40, man, you might, this gal did it. And this doesn't count the 10 hours she was in Sales Academy Monday and 10 hours on Tuesday. She got out and then put in 45 hours. So, so if anybody wonders why Caitlin's making more money than you are and she's in her first week, that'd be why. That's awesome. Moving up 40 hours plus, everybody that had full weeks, CJ Clark and Brad Phillips, 40 hours apiece. Harry Huntley, 41. Moving up to 9-hour days, Chris Smith with just under 45. Todd Stiles just over 45. Great job, way to lead from the front tide. Elise Houghton with 47. Just getting out there and doing it. I believe her first full week in the business. I think she wrote a green out, and then she just keeps moving and grooving and going to work. That's awesome, Elise. Chase Bacon last week, 48 and a quarter hours. Excellent job, Chase. Kyle Schneider with 53, just showing that agency owners work hard too. Great job, Kyle. Brian worked 54 hours last week, and he was in the field every day training someone, averaging 9 hours a day. Averaging 11 hours per day in the field. That's solid, Brian. Thank you very much. And then Greg Pendleton led the world last week with 56 and a quarter hours full time in it, making it happen in Georgia. Great job with that, Greg. Guys, we got to show the policy to sell it. People typically will not approach you in the street and ask you to purchase cancer insurance from you without seeing it. Got to show it. And 30 is the number that we promote. We actually will recognize people that have 25, but we had 4 people. We didn't have anybody on the list that I got that was between 20 and 25 and 30, or between 25 and 29. Everybody that was mentioned here was up over 30, and that was Chase Bacon with 30, Chris Smith with 30, Elise Houghton with 31, and brand new first 5 days in the field, Caitlin Roberts put in 32 demos starting on Wednesday of last week. I would like to pause for a minute. Kyle, do you have Caitlin there in the office with you?
No, sir. She's in Columbia, South Carolina, but she's on the call though.
Hi.
Hey, Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, welcome to the family and the team and the field and all of it. Caitlin, you're kind of taking the world by storm here by being up there in the top. A 45-hour work week. And that started on Wednesday, and you led everybody on this call in demos. And again, you started on Wednesday, so you gave all of us a 2-day head start and still beat us all. Can you tell us a little bit about how you did that and how you're looking at this business? Because it's a good, healthy way for sure.
I was on a mission. I was working with Brad and Tom. We went over to JB Martin the first 2 days, and I got to witness an open enrollment there. And then there were a bunch of bonuses to be had, and I'm the type of person that you give me a goal and I'm gonna go reach it. So I was told time and time again that the more I work now, the better. So I just went for it.
That is outstanding, Caitlin. Congratulations on that. Keep leading the charge in demos and hours, and you'll be leading the charge in no time in sales for the entire organization. That's awesome.
Van.
That skill set. Yes, sir.
Sorry, Brad. I just want to mention something real quick. Yeah, Caitlin. She came with Tom and I to JB Martin, and we were only there for 2 days, and I think Caitlin wrote maybe 3,000 in premium of her week. Just over 2,500 in premium there at JB Martin. So just want to make sure everybody knows Caitlin's Eagle, the majority of that was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and wrote over 7,000 just on her own. I mean, the majority of it over the weekend. So I don't want people thinking, oh yeah, Caitlin wasn't working hard. She just lucked out and went to an enrollment. That was only a fifth of her production of what she did over there. To what she actually went out and accomplished on her own. So, yeah, super proud of her. Bright future for Caitlin, for sure.
Thank you for that, Brad. That is awesome. Very awesome. Holy cow, she did have a pretty good solid first week. Looking at here at the results, guys, and of course we all know that, and I am not sure why she's not listed up here at the top, but yeah, success does leave clues, guys. People that lead in activity typically are going to be leading in sales. Yes, as your skill level increases, you're going to be able to go out and in less than 40 hours or with less than 25 demos, write a good solid week. At the beginning, if you want to have the odds in your favor your first couple years, you could put them squarely in your favor by just going out there and putting in 45 plus hours of work and 30 plus demonstrations to get those results. So last week, these are the folks that are either over 2,500, or if you're new, we'll give you a shout out over 2,000. But Liam McAllister last week was over 2,000 with 2022, which I hear is going to be an incredible year. Johnny McGee, seated here to my left, got his builder's week on in his very first week in the field, 2,518. And again, just in the last 3 days of the week, put in 32 hours and 21 demos. If you're doing the math at home, that's 11 hours and 7 demos per day on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's awesome. That's awesome. Keep it up, Johnny. I'm proud of you, bud. Brandy Graham, speaking of Builders Week, 2,569. Great job, Brandy. Toy Bellamy, 3,028. Number 8 spot was Chelsea Ulrich with 3,048. Number 7 spot, Zach Tolbert with $3,158 of gross annualized premium. Getting back over here into the red, we've got another Brandy Graham sighting. She sold 2,569 and she sold 3,735. That is incredible, Brandy. Way to do it twice. But you understand, when she worked 40 hours, see down here, she didn't work 40 hours. Up here, she did, and she sold more. So that just goes to show you right there. It's proof. See more.
She got 40 hours in because she worked on Sunday. She worked yesterday, so I updated the slideshow this morning. I forgot to delete her old one, but she was like, she put in a couple hours yesterday to hit 40 hours. So 37:35 is what she officially submitted after yesterday.
Got it. So, that makes sense. Then you probably updated Caitlin's here. That's why she's still in the number 4 spot, even though she looks like she was really in the number 2 spot, just behind $300 behind Mr. Hickey, who we're going to talk about here in just a second. But great job, Brandy. Great job, everybody. CJ Clark last week, $4,131 of premium. Well, the guy went to work 40 hours and did 23 demos. And CJ has got a pretty high skill level now that he's developed over his first 12 months. Great job, CJ. Which, by the way, we just realized back in 2 weeks ago when we were in Florida celebrating him, that he would just had his first anniversary. So I didn't want to let that kind of come and go without giving some recognition on that. So happy first anniversary, CJ Clark.
Ben, I want to say,
13-month anniversary now.
Ben, I want to say something real quick. So CJ sold about $205,000 of premium in his first 12 months during a pandemic, and that's currently to date, that's the top first year of any person I've ever hired so far. So CJ holds that throne of the most premium sold under Schneider agencies as a first-year agent. So that's exciting. Congrats, CJ. During 2020 was most of that year, and big things ahead for that guy.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, great job, CJ. That's what you call being circumstance proof, being the number one, even in the midst of a pandemic, just making it happen. Excellent.
CJ,
excellent
I loved you
By
on
the
that show where you had the monkey and you were the truck driver.
I got you, Todd.
In the number 4 spot, Rachel Hutchinson with $8,231 of gross annualized premium. Awesome, Rachel. Brad Phillips, $9,331, 40 hours full-time in it. When Brad Phillips works 40 hours, Brad Phillips sells over $9,330 worth of premium. It's just a fact. Period. Write it down. Number 2 spot, new on the scene, but making it happen. Holy shnikes. Apparently, she saw about 2,000. Well, I guess she probably saw a lot more than that written, but wrote about 2,000, 2,500 or so in an enrollment her first couple of days. But then after that was over on Thursday, between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it looks like Caitlin Roberts went out and wrote another $7,000 to $7,500 worth of premium on her own after that enrollment, finishing up 37.5 hours again. So almost had, actually, I think she had more than 40 hours, didn't she? Didn't we recognize her over here for?
Yeah, she was at 45 hours.
Yeah, 40. Okay, so 45 hours over here. Okay, I got you. We didn't have that in here simply because that didn't get added in there because she did more after. And I'm guessing she was up, we said 30, it was 32 demos, right? So check that out, guys. 5 days. She wasn't even on the field on Monday. She was getting training Monday and Tuesday. And in between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, put in 45 and a half hours, put in 32 demonstrations, more than anybody else did in Monday through Sunday. And as a result, sold $10,530 of gross annualized premium. She won. That's just over $3,000 of first year commissions. That's a $1,000 quick start bonus. That's a $250 beast mode bonus. $500 spooky.
$500 spooky cash bonus.
$500 spooky spectacular 500 cash there, and that already qualifies her for level 1 of the monthly bonus, which is 250. Yeah, 250. So if you add all that up, what'd she make? Like $4,500 in her first 5 days? That's not bad, right, Kyle?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'd say we got a pretty cool opportunity here, guys. What do you think? Not bad at all. Way to go, Caitlin. That is super duper. And the only person on this call, at least, that sold more is someone that's been here for a good solid year or so. It's Mr. Tom Hickey with his first ever Eagle, $10,864. Congratulations. 2 first Eagles. Tom's first Eagle and Caitlin's first ever Eagle. Congratulations. Tom, can you just speak to us for a second, man? How'd you do it?
Well, we took some time. We had an enrollment over JB Martin that I've been working on for a while. And, I'd like to say it's not a single person's effort. I don't think it ever is. We had a good team. Brad came together and we put together a good strategy for tackling the team out there, about 120 employees. And we still have a lot of them to catch up with. But it was nice to have Brad out there. I'd like to say congratulations to Caitlin. She's going to be awesome out here. And she got to be out there as part of that as well. I'm going to sit and wait on the numbers. I know we had one that was pending, so I'm a little apprehensive to call it an Eagle yet. We've been there once before. We'll just see what happens. The money comes in the same way. Just happy with the results. Happy to have a team to work with me out there, and just excited about how things are going. Still not 100%, but it was enough to go out there and make things happen last week. And so very thankful for that.
Tom, I tell you what, man, with all that's gone on here in 2020 between obviously the pandemic, but also your the stroke that you'd suffered about 4 months or so ago, maybe 5. I think that's about the right time. I mean, just so many things that you've gone
2
through
months
here
ago.
in 2020. It was only 2 months ago?
Yeah, August 26th.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's just over 2 months ago. Holy cow. Time flies. But to go through all that and still and then come out and have your best week, regardless Eagle, no Eagle, but your best week of your career. Man, I just think that it just deserves a round of applause. So congratulations. That is awesome. I would love to hear just a minute or so, Brad and Tom. Just if you could talk to us with Founders Week coming up next week. Probably one of the best things that we can do. I mean, if we've got nothing at all set up, you can go out with enough effort and write an Eagle. You can go out and write your first one. You go put in 60, 65, 70 hours and get yourself in front of 35, 40, 45 people. You're going to write an Eagle, period. Okay. Everybody's skilled enough to do that. But one of the ways you can make it a little bit simpler and do it in more like a 55 to 60 hour week and like you guys did even less than that last week is set up an enrollment or two. So if you could, just give us 60 seconds, Brad and Tom, if you could each, on how can we, listening right now, go out today and go set up a couple of good solid enrollments for next week, for Founders Week.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. So y'all, preparing your week, preparing your next week happens this week. And when you walk into a business and you sit down with a business owner or a store manager, y'all, the easiest way to set up an enrollment is just, show them what we do. And whether they get covered or not, you just simply say, hey, look, obviously you care about your folks here, right? Of course you do. Well, look, when something does happen to them or somebody in their family, which it's not if, it's when, I'm sure you would much rather them have a proper backup plan that's going to take care of them and their family financially, as opposed to them being the next GoFundMe page out here in the area, right? Right. So, man, what's a good day? Every business kind of has that one day out of the week where you're going to have a lot of your staff here, and everybody loves free food, right? Right. So what's a good day? Okay, bring in some pizzas for your folks, feed your folks, and I can either catch up with them one by one, or I could do a group setting And, as long as they can chew and listen to me for a few minutes, that's all they need, and give them the opportunity to get protected. So would Tuesday or Wednesday work better for you? And y'all, they're gonna agree with you. They have to, because when you say that line, hey, look, obviously you care about your folks, right? Right. Like, they have to agree with you, because if not, then, they kind of feel like a jerk. But that's the reality of this stuff. Because when these things do happen to their employees or somebody in their family, that's what they have to do. Spaghetti dinner fundraisers, GoFundMe pages, all that stuff. Y'all, it's just being straight up with folks about this stuff, and just giving them the opportunity to get their family protected before something does happen. That's what we do. So, but it's just, hey, what day would work best for you? Would Tuesday or Wednesday be better for you? And just being assertive, not being aggressive, but being very assertive in your words. So that's all I got, man.
Hey, man, the only thing I'd really like to add to it is, I know we got a lot of newer people on the call, which is just incredible. It's amazing. But, we really look at a focus door to door to try to get the skill levels up, because enrollments are a little different. And I'd say it's real easy, especially when you get a big enrollment, to try to say, I'm going to become independently wealthy off this thing. But don't be afraid to share in the wealth, and certainly don't be afraid to communicate up the line. Enrollments are a lot different than face-to-face demos with mom and pop's businesses. And believe me, folks, there's going to be enough of these things over time that you're going to be tied into as well. And when I first started working, Brad had me tied into plenty of enrollments. So there's no problem with bringing some people along. Certainly, in retrospect, if we didn't have Brad there, if we didn't have Caitlin there last week, I don't know that I could have pulled it off. So don't be afraid to listen to what they have to say upline, and take the advice, doing it for your good.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for that. And we want to have a big week next week, guys. Do something this week that your future self will thank you for next week. Set up a couple enrollments. Remember the term lunch and learn, guys. Everyone knows what a lunch and learn is. Offer to bring in lunch tomorrow or next week, and share with them. They chew, you talk. Survey cards. Use those cards, guys. I don't have one in front of me right now, but take those cards with you in the field and hold one out. Kyle's got one there, but use it. Show the person when you're talking to them. Here's all we do. We bring in free food. We give you credit for it. While they chew, we talk for about 8 or 9 minutes, and when we get done, we give them each person one of these cards and just turn it and show it to them. Now that you understand the need for supplemental coverage, all that's left to find out is how much does it pay, how does the benefits work, how much does it cost, and how does that return to premium part work? And that depends on the person. And we're not going to talk about someone's parents' breast cancer in front of their coworkers. That's done in a one-on-one setting, and we can even do it off the premises at their on their time, if that makes more sense for you guys. So use those props, guys. Remember, people learn visually way more than they do audibly. So show, don't tell. Okay, show. Use those props. Use those cards. When people see that card, I've had people go, "Oh, okay, that seems really simple." Yeah, it is, but you got to show them. Okay, so they're not trying to envision in their mind what it's going to look like. Just show them what it's going to look like. It's real simple. Moving forward, guys. Here's some first last week. This is exciting when you see this many people. So Caitlin Roberts, Johnny McGee, and Sebastian Giraldo. Everybody gets 2 exclamation points behind their name this week. Not just Johnny, although it just looks good behind the name Johnny McGee, doesn't it? But Caitlin Roberts, first family protected. Yay! Johnny McGee, first family protected. Right? Sebastian Giraldo, first family protected. That's awesome, guys. Congratulations. First Builders Week. Let's talk about that for a second. That's right. Right here, Mr. Johnny McGee, $2,518 worth of premium, 32 hours worked, and 21 demonstrations given. Johnny, how'd you do it?
Just energy, sticking to trying to get to talk to as many people as possible, and just providing a good attitude when I get in, and they give me the opportunity, then just kind of following the flow of B-Glow as well. So, that helps having a great instructor like that to give you the way.
B-Glow has got the flow, doesn't he? He has got the flow. I thought you were going to tell me people just love your toboggan.
You know what, I didn't
that was why. That's for this week. It'll be even bigger with the, as we like to call it in the South, the toboggan. Sweet. No first green out, quick start bonus winners, but we did have 2 first-time Eagles. Tom Hickey, great job, $10,864. Way to go, Tom. First ever Eagle again. And we get kind of excited around here when a person has their, usually when a person has their best week in their first week, it's kind of like, well, whatever. I mean, it's their first week. Of course, you sell one policy at your best week, right, Harry? But when someone comes in and writes an Eagle in their first 5 days in this industry, 10,530, that's kind of a big deal. And we'd like to give a round of applause to Miss Caitlin Roberts, who did exactly that last week. Caitlin, do you realize that you are tracking to make over 100? Well, I was going to say 150,000, but that's if your contract stayed at 30% all year. You're really probably tracking more like 175, 180K of first year commissions, about another $55,000 to $60,000 of renewals, and an absolute truckload of bonus cash. Matter of fact, if you write 10,000 a week in the 5-week months, that puts you at 50,000, and I believe that gets you a $5,500 bonus. So that would give you what's 5,500 times 12? $66,000 worth of bonus cash. Not too bad. So please continue. Eagles every week, please. Thank you. Great job. Moving on, guys. Some new hires. We just about a month or so ago, Caitlin was on this list being a new hire. Now here she is writing Eagles. So, guys, last week we hired Baron Gant in Greenville, South Carolina. Welcome to the team, Baron. Welcome Brad Bethune from Savannah, Georgia. Welcome Valerie Spalding of Gastonia, North Carolina. Hopefully some of these folks are on, guys, because, again, when you hire someone new, these are the kind of tools that keep people warm and lets them know, oh, it's actually a company. It's not just the one guy that interviewed me. They do actually have their stuff together, and man, they seem to like each other. They give each other a lot of props. Benji Thompson of Camden, South Carolina, who's a field recruit of Greg Pendleton. Way to go, Greg Pendleton. Selling a truckload of insurance and recruiting people along the way. That is awesome. Welcome, Benji. KCB Fine of King, North Carolina is on board. She was hired last Monday in this very room. So is Scott Davis of Wendell, North Carolina. Scott, we met right after the Monday morning meeting, and the first thing he said is, man, you guys are really positive. I really like the culture here. You spent 30, 40 minutes of just giving people recognition for what they did last week and working hard and putting in the effort and the results too. This is something I want to be a part of. So again, guys, you never know what's going to resonate with different people. So get them on. They're usually going to see something positive that can that they like, that attracts them too. And then we also hired Miss Fiona Kelly of Washington, D.C. That was a personal recruit of yours truly, and she'll be getting back from a 3-month trip to Europe here pretty soon and getting started with us. So exciting stuff. Welcome, Fiona. It is already it's getting dark. I think it's sometime towards the end of the day where she is over in Europe right now. In Sales Academy this week, Mr. Blake Polson of Charlotte, North Carolina. Good luck, Blake. Go get him. I'm sure he knows his stuff because he had to pass Kate's Sales Talk competency quiz to get in there. So make it happen, Blake. Just out of Sales Academy and hitting their first full week, so their first Monday in the field. Caitlin Roberts, who had a pretty decent first couple days. Sebastian Giraldo of Greer, South Carolina. Johnny McGee of Raleigh. And Brett Firestein of Lexington, Kentucky, all first Monday in the field today. So, again, welcome our newest team members. And awesome sauce. And best week so far, guys. Having your best week is just fun. And that's how we should be. In a perfect world, you would have your best week every single week of your career, okay? That gets kind of challenging after a while, but it's pretty cool to talk about. But last week, Johnny McGee had his best week in his first week, $2,518 a premium. You already heard that Caitlin Roberts had her best week, up over $10,000 of premium, and the effort was certainly there. And Tom Hickey with his best week of his year-long career with $10,864 of gross annualized premium. Congratulations to all the best weeks, guys. That is awesome to see. We heard from some of the hot hands already, but Johnny with $2,500, Chelsea last week with $3,048, Caitlin Roberts with again over $10,000, Brad Phillips $9,300. And Tom Hickey with his Eagle. Congratulations, guys, and thanks for sharing some pearls of wisdom with us. Friday wasn't the Fat Friday wasn't quite as long as it normally is. I think we had some 3-day weekends going on last week, but hey, we're back in the saddle today. Been making it happen all week this week, so we can create some great momentum for a record-breaking Founders Week, where, by the way, this is going to be the first time in history where both the Schneider agencies and the Davenport agencies each write $100,000 of premium separately. So if you put those together, if you're really good at math, that'll mean we did over $200,000 of premium. And that's something that's never been done before and that we are going to do next week. It's already been decided. So now it's just time to just go through the motions and do the activity that it takes to get there. CJ Clark last week on Friday, 8 hours, 5 demos, and $734, 18% of his week. Yeah, it makes sense. Friday is basically 20% of your work week, so you ought to get close to 20% of your results on Friday. Brandy Graham, $3,735 on Friday, 100% of her week. So, guys, a slow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday can't wreck a week, but a good solid one day on Friday can definitely make a week. Great job, Brandy. Caitlin Roberts, again, you heard she had 2,200 after going and observing on the enrollment. I think more so the enrollment, the real value of that wasn't just the $2,200 that she sold and the whatever $700 or $800 of commissions that she made, but it was what she learned while on that enrollment to go out and put into action on her own on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where she combined on those 3 days for 22 hours. So she averaged over 7.5 hours on Friday through Sunday, averaged 5 demos a day, did 15, and wrote 75% of her week over the weekend, $7,800 of gross annualized premium. Caitlin, when you write that much on Friday and after, okay, it looks like someone's signing back in, so I'm signed out. Am I off? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You can still hear me? Okay. It just told me on here that I've been signed out because my account is someone signed in from another device. Anyway, cool. But I want to give Caitlin the stage one more time to just talk to us about what she did and on Friday. And so, because again, we got Founders Week next week. We don't ask people to work weekends ever, but we do ask people to put in some time on Saturdays and on the weekends twice a year. Once on Presidential Performance Week in the spring, and the second time is on Founders Week here in the fall. So, Caitlin, can you please just take it away? Tell us a little bit about your mindset and why you put in so much effort on the weekends when most people, are just chillaxing.
I started out trying to hit the green out, and then I saw potential to get those extra bonuses, and once I got the momentum going, I was like, there's no way I'm finishing this week and not getting an eagle. So I reached out to all the contacts I had in the area, and I just moved here like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But and I also I called a lot. I went into a lot of random businesses, and there were a lot of people that were really interested in the product that ended up setting up appointments over the weekend. And I knew that those would be really good because they were people that were super interested, oh, I want my mom to be there with me. I want my spouse to be there with me. And I just, I went and I did as many appointments as I could over the weekend, and almost all of them signed up.
Caitlin, that's just smart. That is smart, and being willing to do what you probably, I'm guessing, didn't necessarily want to do. Actually, when you're new, you probably did want to do that because you're just fired up about your new career. But it's easy once you've been here for a while to just go, those folks will be there next Monday and Tuesday, and they may, but they may not. Sometimes that's just long enough for them to forget why they were so fired up earlier the previous week, and going to see them at home, going to see them with their spouse that helps them make a decision. Not only did you write a bunch more, but you wrote stronger business when you sit down with both spouses together at their home. So I'm hoping everybody writes that down, that next week you want to have a record-breaking week. Go see some of those people at home in the evening with their spouse. You get a lot less cancellations when the husband and wife both see it, look at each other and go, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and do this elite plan. Very, very, very infrequently do those folks cancel. So seeing them together, whether you feel like it or not, being willing to go out and do it, yeah, that's smart. Great job with that too. Thank you for a great example. Who won bonus cash last week, guys? There was a Spooky Spectacular, and I know that there's more than this that was won. So if you won more, we just didn't have it up here Sunday morning. Let us know. But Johnny McGee, if you were new if you were hired this year, you wrote $2,500 in premium, you get a $100 bonus. If you were hired before this year, you had to have a green out for $100 cash. But Johnny McGee, new, $2,500, $100 cash bonus. Great job. Chelsea Ulrich, new, $3,000, $100 cash bonus. Caitlin Roberts, $10,000 in premium. It says 100, but it's not letting me change this. But she got a $500 cash bonus. Congratulations, Caitlin, because she wrote over an eagle. Rachel Hutchinson wrote 8,200. That's a $250 Globe Week bonus. Great job with that. Same with Brad Phillips. He got a $250 Globe Week bonus for being up over 7,500. And then Tom Hickey also got a $500 cash bonus, just like Caitlin Roberts, for writing an eagle last week. What a great time to write an eagle. Guys, speaking of big fat bonuses, unfortunately, due to COVID, we're not going to be going down to Mexico in January, but Family Heritage is doing the next best thing, and they are giving you guys cold hard cash, and you can go to Mexico on your own if you want to, or anywhere in the world. The trip is the possibilities are endless. When you're in the Leaders Club, it's a $4,000 bonus. Achievers Club $5,000. President's Club is $6,000. Chairman's Club is $8,000. And here's where our salespeople are going in the Leaders Club. Right now, if it were to end, Leaders Club, these folks would be getting themselves a $4,000 bonus. And those folks are Josiah Carr, Michelle Wera, Todd Stiles, Zach Tolbert, and Brandy Graham, all right in there between 86 and 90. Toy Bellamy at 65, and number 65, and then number 58, CJ Clark, the #1 agent in the Schneider Agency, Mr. CJ Clark. Congratulations on being in that first spot in the organization, CJ. Moving up to the Achievers Club, and again, if you're in the Achievers Club, that is a $5,000 cash bonus. So you guys want to be looking at President's Club, but Trish is in the number 39 spot or 38 spot right now with 265. She is literally, 165,000, literally less than $9,000 away from being in the President's Club. And we do have a couple folks in the President's Club where that is a $6,000 cash bonus. And that would be Rachel and Rob are both in that. And Rob is actually pretty 24,000, about 20,000 away from being in the Chairman's Club, which would add $2,000 to his bonus. Not sure if Rob is on here, but if he is, he's probably muted. But not only is he #1 currently in our organization, but it's also his 46th birthday. So if you could, please join me in a rousing rendition of the classic song, Happy Birthday to You. A 1, a 2, a 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rob.
Happy birthday to you.
Have many more. He's 46. The guy's been working here since he was 30 years old. What's up? 16 years.
Hey,
That's
man,
awesome.
it's also
Happy birthday,
Jessica
Rob.
Garner's birthday. Woo! Happy birthday, Jessica Garner.
Happy birthday, Jessica Gunner.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday, dear
Jessica Garner.
That's right.
Happy birthday to you.
Everyone, please keep your day jobs. Please, again, keep your day jobs. Protect a lot of families. Also, we got Todd Stiles in the Achievers Club for agency builders, and we have Kyle Schneider of the Schneider Agency in the Achievers Club for agency owners. So we are just building, jumping, growing. Guys, Quick Start Cash, sell $1,000 in your $10,000 of premium in your first 4 weeks, and do what? For what? What do you have to do for us?
Fit modules.
Bonus?
Fit modules.
Fit modules, that's right. Fit modules. So be sure you do those. And guys, I want to encourage you, the Fit modules will make you better. Do the Fit modules first, and then go sell the $10,000 of premium. Don't wait till after you've sold it or just missed it by a couple $100 because something in that Fit module would have helped you close another sale. Do the training up front. It's a lot smarter. The company's actually giving away about $500,000. They'll hit this week $500,000 in Quick Start Cash given away. Also, guys, when you hit $50,000 in premium, save all your receipts and turn those in as you get a full license reimbursement. I believe Liam, the Irish Dolphin, McAllister actually got that bonus about 2 weeks prior. So congratulations on that, Liam. That also means he got his second raise. He's a 40%er. Congratulations, Liam, on that. And last thing, guys, and I'll wrap up, but monthly cash bonus, here's where everybody sits as of the end of week 2. Let's see here. I'm trying to go in some kind of an order, but it's not really. All right. So, Dwight, and by the way, if you're not on here, it doesn't mean you can't win a bonus. It just means after 2 weeks, you are at less than $4,000 of premium, because you have to be on pace to do at least 10,000. And in a 5-week month, that's $2,000 per week. By the way, this is 5-week month, guys. So is December. So if you were ever going to have big months, big weeks that add up to big months, these last 2 weeks of the month are to do it. Again, most months usually have 4, so it's a little bit harder. When you got 5, it is about 25% easier to win a monthly bonus. So put your head down, sell a lot of premium, get big bonuses. We should have some people hitting the $30,000 level and getting $1,500 of cash in stock. But Dwight Morrissey and Greg Pendleton are on the list here at $4,000 in premium. Great job, Dwight and Greg. Rob McLean at a little over $4,600. Moving on over here, we've got Kyle Schneider. Look at that. Kyle Schneider, $5,100 of premium. As an agency owner, Fallon Foxworthy at $5,400. Kenny D. Duggins at $6,059. Noah Bumgardner at $6,500. This is after just 2 weeks. Chris Smith after just 2 weeks at $7,092. Yes, Somerville, South Carolina, baby. Watch out. CJ Clark at $9,060 after the first 2 weeks. These people are actually, you guys should be bumping up on $30,000 plus for sure for this month with Founders Week to finish up the month. Chris Dale with $9,271. Elizabeth Houghton with $9,497 of gross annualized premium. That's solid. That's our number 2 agent after 2 weeks, and she's on the newer side. And then leading the charge for all of us with $16,112 is Rachel Hutchinson. Last thing I'll mention, guys, and we'll get out of here, is that we are doubling the $1,500 recruiter bonus. We're coming down to the last 7 weeks of that. So there's 5 weeks in December. We're in the last 2 weeks of the selling month of November. So take advantage of it, guys. If you want to have someone, they have to submit at least one piece of business before the end of our sales year. So within the next 7 weeks. So if you want somebody submitting business in the next 7 weeks, they probably need to be in the process in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Probably the next 3, to give them time to get licensed through Sales Academy and hit the field. As long as they submit business this year, then you have the next 13 weeks after that, well, the next 12 weeks after that, to get up over 10,000 for you to receive your $3,000 recruiter cash bonus for that. So just be aware, guys. There is a sense of urgency with that. So don't wait until December to start recruiting. Get them in the pipeline now so they have a chance to submit business this year, and so that you can get that $3,000 cash bonus sometime in the first quarter of next year. Kyle, am I leaving anything out?
No, sir.
Awesome. Guys, we tried to shorten it up, and we went less than an hour for today. We got 50 minutes, but I'll tell you what, when you have 2 people write their first Eagles, you just have to celebrate it. It's too awesome to just skim over and move forward with. So, guys, best way to have a big week, big train more, is to have a big week the week before the train more. So be sure, come hell or high water this week, you get 30 demos. If it takes you 55, 60 hours, whatever, but get 30 demos this week, because in doing that, you're going to set up some big stuff for next week, and you may even have an enrollment by the end of this week that spills over into next week for a record-breaking train more. So again, take a look at your goals for next week, guys, and the preparation doesn't start this coming Saturday or Sunday, guys. It should have started last week, and if it hasn't, it starts today, the moment that we hang up here. So let's purposefully, and guys, we're all going to be talking to you this week. It's mid-quarter, so it's mid-quarter review time. So if your manager hasn't already reached out to you to schedule your mid-quarter review, be sure to reach out to him or her today and see when you're going to be scheduling that this week, so we can have a big second half of the quarter. Thanks for being on here, guys. Appreciate you. Love you. And great job to our newest Eagle Riders. Proud of you guys. Bye. All right. I'm going to hang up.